You're muted, Gary.
Hi. So welcome to another Open Diner. I thought I clicked the unmute button. I guess I got to watch that video a few more times before I figure out how to do this. So anyway, welcome everybody to another Open Diner. We're going to talk about happiness again today. And today it's going to be about how happiness affects our success in life. And so we're going to be talking about this over the next couple sessions also. So also this is a cameras on event. So everybody turn on your cameras. We're going to have a lot of fun tonight. There's a full evening. We're going to have live music. We're going to have an icebreaker, video, roundtable, all that kind of stuff. So yeah, turn on your cameras if you can. It helps us connect with everybody and gives us everybody the opportunity to benefit. And if you're on Facebook or YouTube, make sure to comment. Tell us your name, where you're from, and participate. Answer the questions, and we'll try to read them. But first, we're going to have our a little video about the magnificence of Zoom and how to use it and all the features that it has. So let's watch that real quick.
When you start Zoom, your microphone is muted by default. Before you can speak, you must unmute yourself. The mute/unmute button on a computer is at the lower left. On the iPad, it's the first item on top. Remember to mute yourself when you are done speaking. During the event, there might be a need to read from the chat. Roundtable questions will be displayed there. You can also use the chat to make comments, get technical advice, etc. The chat button on a computer is here in the middle. On the iPad, it is in the three-dot menu here. Anytime you wish to see the entire audience, you can switch from speaker view to gallery view. On a computer, the gallery view button is on the top right. In newer versions of Zoom, it's under the Views menu. On the iPad, it's in the top left.
That was great. Wonderful. So it looks like we've got some nice familiar faces here tonight. Nice crowd. Some new people. And so what we're going to do to start off, we're just going to introduce ourselves like we always do. And it worked so well last week that we're going to do the same thing again. We're going to smile and throw our smiles to each other. So we'll introduce ourselves and then pick somebody on the screen, throw your smile to them, and then they can do the same thing. So I am going to start off. I am Gary. I am from LA, from Pasadena, and I have a smile right there. And I'm going to throw it to Audrey.
Hi, I'm Audrey. I'm from Brooklyn, New York. And let's see, am I smiling? Not yet. I'm throwing my smile to Dan.
Thanks, Audrey. I'm Dan. I'm from Toronto, Canada, and I'm throwing my smile to Brandon.
Hi, I'm Brandon. I'm from the Bronx, New York, and I throw my smile to Alyssa.
Thank you, Brandon. So good to see you. And I'm throwing my smile to Linda.
I caught it. And I'm going to throw my smile to Paula.
Thank you, Linda.
I'm from Paula from Brooklyn, New York. I'm going to throw my smile to Nina.
Thank you, Paula. I'm Nina. I'm from Brooklyn, New York, but right now I'm in Austin, Texas. And I am throwing my smile to Ash.
Hi, I'm Ash. I am from Westchester, New York. I'm also from Australia, but I live in Westchester. And I am going to throw my smile to David.
Thanks, Ash. My name is David. I'm from Phoenix, Arizona. And I am going to throw my smile to Pamela. Mwah.
Caught it. Thank you. I'm Pamela. I'm also from Westchester, New York, by way of Ossining, New York. And I'm going to throw my smile that way to Carl.
Thank you, Pamela. I caught it. I'm Carl. I'm from Florida. I'm gonna throw my smile to Rono.
Thanks, Carl. I'm Rono. I'm from Brooklyn, New York, and I'm throwing my smile to Nancy. Though I don't see her, I just see a big blob of light. Nancy?
Hi, do you see me? Hello?
We can hear you fine, but we don't see your face though.
I'm sorry. You know what? I'm a little challenged with this. I'm sorry. And I can't see anybody else either except whoever's talking. But anyway, my name is Nancy. I'm from Long Island, New York. And I will throw my smile to anyone who will take it since I can't see anyone. I'm sorry. I don't know what's wrong.
I'll take it.
Thank you.
Thank you, Nancy. I got it. My name's Roberta from Long Island, New York, and I will throw my smile to Eva.
Hi, I'm Eva. I'm from Brooklyn, New York. A lot of New Yorkers here. And there is no one else left to throw my smile. Rob, but Rob, can you see us? Can you hear us? No. Hi, Nancy.
Then I'll take your smile to myself. I haven't smiled yet. So now I'm Natalia from New York and I'm smiling, and whoever wasn't yet getting the smile. So, now we can see Nancy. Great. But she already smiled, right? So thank you. Anybody else?
I think that's it. And it was nice to see you smile because you never smile, Natalia, ever. So now we're going to have something to make you really smile. David Hampton from Phoenix here is going to entertain us with a beautiful song. He's one of our favorite regulars here on Open Diner. So David, take it away.
I sure hope to make you smile. Just let me get some things that turned on here. Forgive me. Lots of buttons, lots of pedals. I'm going to try to build a song. I think it was one of the ladies texted me just before, like literally an hour ago, and said, "Do you know this song? Can you play this song?" And I was like, "I think so." I'm going to try to build that song on request. It'll be. Let me see. So many buttons. Okay. Here's a little song I wrote. You might want to sing it note for note. Don't worry. be happy. In this life, there'll be lots of trouble. When you found, you make it double. Don't worry, I'll be happy. Woo! Landlord said I can't pay the rent, 'cause all my money's spent. Yeah, don't worry, I'll be happy. When the sun's in the sky, it's a shiner. I'll be singing on the open diner. Don't worry, hey, be happy, yeah. Worry, be happy, say, yeah. La ba ba ba, you love it, ba ba. Oh yeah.
Yeehaw! Thanks, Dave. That was excellent, excellent. By special request. So anyway, we're going to get moving along here. Dave will be singing another song later, but yes, but we just want to remind everybody that the reason that we started this open diner was just to create a nice, warm, friendly, positive atmosphere for people. It started at the beginning of the coronavirus, and everything is still pretty negative out there. So we just want to make sure that we have a nice, positive atmosphere here. So that's why we don't introduce negative things in here. And especially with the elections coming up and everything, we're going to keep politics out of the discussion today. Nothing negative, just be a positive, affirming support to each other, okay? And acceptance of one another and everything. So also, just a reminder to mute your microphone when you're not speaking and to unmute it when you are speaking. And if you can, turn your cameras on. And so we can see your faces. And next we're gonna go, I'm gonna turn it over to Roberta, and we're gonna have a nice little fun icebreaker for everybody. All right, and get to know each other a little bit more, and you can test using your microphones again.
Thank you, Gary. Hi, everybody. I'm still hooked on that song that David just sang. It's in my head. But we're going to do an icebreaker. And we're going to get to know each other better by doing an icebreaker. And one thing I know we're going to repeat it again, but it's so important to have your camera on if you can, because when you see people's faces, you really get to connect more. So if you don't have your camera on, it would be great if you can do it. But we're going to do tonight an icebreaker. And the icebreaker will be, give an example of something you've done to make someone else happy, and how did you contribute to your own happiness? So give an example of something you've done. I'm repeating myself because I kind of tripped there. Give an example of something you've done to make someone else happy, and how did it contribute to your own happiness? And one thing I want to add is last week we actually gave homework. So if someone was here last week and you want to add to that, feel free. That'd be wonderful to add what you experienced this week. So we're going to do popcorn style. Anybody could speak, and whoever wants to go first. We have about 10 minutes for this, and we want to get everybody to speak. So if you could speak shortly but concisely, and we want to hear from all of us. So whoever wants to start, please do. We have also in the chat the questions. So if you're unsure, anybody could start.
I went and picked my mom up after she got stranded today. And how does that contribute to my own happiness? Well, I don't know, keep my mom happy, then my life is is better because she'll cook me things every now and then. Yeah.
Yeah. I have something. Am I mute?
We hear
We
you.
hear you.
Go ahead, Nancy.
Okay, I saw a guy sitting on the sidewalk on a bench, and he had a little thing of water, and a little thing is something else. And I looked at him and I thought that he is one of the people that falls through the cracks. So I said to him, I was helping him with it, bring his suitcase. You know, I was helping him get his suitcase or what, not his suitcase, whatever the hell it was he was carrying across the street. And he said, thank you, no problem. So I said to him, do you have a mask? He said, no. Well, I said, all right, listen, are you going to be here for a little bit? And he goes, yeah. So I ran across the street. I got him a big bottle of water and a mask. And I told him, please, please take care. And his whole, that's what it is. That's why it's better to give than receive. What I got back from him was so friggin' amazing because I knew these guys they're screwed. I mean, unless somebody does help them. Okay, I can mute.
I love it. Anybody else would like to go?
I can. Yeah, go ahead, please. Go ahead. I will follow.
Hi, just a quick thing. Over the summer, and I continued today. Whenever I go on a hike, today was a rainy day. I do try to leave painted rocks. I'm sure you've seen them all over from children, but I do leave them for people with inspirational messages. So I don't really know who gets them or sees them, but I know someone does, and it just makes me happy. So because I found them, and I know it has definitely uplifted my spirits for the day. So hopefully, you did the same for somebody else, whoever it is. That's it.
What I wanted to share is that I was walking on the beach and just passing, there was a lady who was just, feeding gulls, and all of a sudden she turned to me and started talking to me. First of all, it is so refreshing when person just start talking to you like she knew me forever. Anyway, apparently she was visiting her son, and she didn't know the area at all, but her son lives in Queens, so she came to Brooklyn by herself, just exploring area. She was exploring everything. What made us both so happy, this conversation, and then we went to aquarium, found out when the best time for her to come, and we both were so happy. She was grateful that I helped her a little bit. I was grateful that there is a possibility for us to communicate without any borders, just start talking to each other, and that's it.
I can say something too. I'm here visiting family in Austin, and I really wanted to make my little nieces happy, so I brought them some presents. And for my older niece, she's going to be 3 next month. I brought an activity book, and she really loves learning and figuring out how to do new things and stuff. And I've been doing this activity book with her. And with every activity that she manages to do, like trying to give her this encouragement that she can do it. And she thinks she's doing it by herself, and it's making her feel so great. So it's been like one of the most rewarding experiences.
Speaking of painted rocks, I have a mango tree that I planted outside, and my wife has this big basket full of rocks, and there were a couple of the rocks in there were painted from my 2 sons, one of them, And oh, it was Alex because it has his name on it. And I used the rock to put around this mango tree. I emptied this basket and put it around the mango tree because the guys who are doing the lawn, when they're weed whacking, they're whacking the bottom of the tree. And I don't think it's destroying it because it's growing better. But so who did I make happy there? All right. So my wife, if mama's not happy, ain't nobody happy. So she likes to have the doors locked every night, you know, before we go to bed. So I went around, and I don't care, but I went around and I locked all the doors to make sure she was happy. And I was happy.
You reminded me, Carl, of So there's this guy that literally lives right across the street from me, and he's always constantly, at least once a week. Hey, Dave, can you come over here and help me move these? Whatever, move something, load something, pull something up. Hey, Dave, and I'm always making excuses, always. And I didn't. The other day, I didn't. I was like, ah, pardon my language. I just said fa. Ah, fa. I'm going to do it. So I went over. I went, and it was nothing big. So lo and behold, 3 days later, I had to get a couch to the dump, and he's got a pickup truck. He's like, "Hey, Dave, want me to help you get that couch over to the dump?" So it was suddenly be kind to thy neighbor, treat thy neighbor as thyself, or whatever that big black book says. Yeah, it was pretty awesome. So we get along now.
Beautiful. I was going to say, hey, Gary. We're going to go to Gary. I thank you for everybody for sharing. We have a great show tonight. And again, cameras, and I think everybody has them almost. Except Rob. Hopefully he'll can join us. But I'm going to hand it over to Gary, and let's enjoy the evening. Thank you, everybody.
Thank you. That was those are some great little stories from this week. And just keep it going. Try and make somebody happy this week. Make it a habit. You know, habits are great. So the next thing we're going to go into, we're going to go into our topic here a little bit. It's on happiness and how happiness and success are interconnected. So we're going to start by, we have some little slides we're going to throw up, and I'm going to just read through them here real quick. The first point that we're going to talk about is, according to cognitive behavioral therapy, it's very hard to deal with feelings objectively to improve our lives, since feelings are very subjective. In other words, a person who's immersed in his or her negative feelings has a hard time seeing himself, what they call from the side, you know, where you detach yourself and you look at yourself. One who can't get outside of himself and make an objective assessment of what exactly needs to be changed has a hard time doing that. The second point is, what we want to do is intervene in our thoughts or behavioral patterns through positive interactions with others and by changing our behaviors. So if we want to change the level of our thoughts or our interpretation of reality, we will feel differently. And as a result, we will act differently. Then we can in turn change the way we think about ourselves. The next point is that humans are social animals, and our definition of success is determined by our environment. So for example, if my neighbor has a 5-bedroom house and I only have a 3-bedroom house, I become inferior to him. I'm not successful. Or, you know, if he has a better car, values of riches and fame are very relative, and that's how people measure their success. Next of all, according to studies, most people feel that they are not influenced by society. They feel that they decide for themselves independently from society what is good or bad for them. But the truth is, we are all influenced by society a lot more than we realize. For instance, when people say, tell me who your friends are and I'll tell you who you are, it's true to some extent. Next, there's a very famous study by Dr. Christakis and Dr. Fowler showing how our happiness level is affected by society's happiness level without us even doing anything. Dr. Christakis and Dr. Fowler published a best-selling book called Connected. And it was based on a long 32-year study in which they noted that the happiness level of the entire society affects our individual happiness level. And it also affects our social values. And then happiness, of course, is contagious. For instance, you know, if you're in a room full of happy people who are laughing, you start laughing. If you're in a comedy club, I mean, everybody's happy. If you're at a funeral, everybody's sad. So your environment affects your own happiness or sadness. Another key is to surround yourself with those whose values are aligned with the values you want to cultivate in your life. The values of the people around you will affect your values and how you feel about yourself. Surround yourself with those who bring out the best in you. And this will help you achieve your full potential. And the chemical serotonin that your body produces is more free flowing when you feel valued, or you feel loved, or you feel important to those around you. A supportive society helps us fulfill our potential. And a depressive society, of course, makes us into nothing, even if, no matter how talented you are. Happiness happens when you give it away. It's, you know, you have to look at life a little differently. Joe Schmo might have high expectations of the world because he expects to be served. He expects people to cater to him, meet his needs, reward him. And consequently, Joe Schmo is very seldom happy because everybody is either too slow or they don't measure up to what he wants. And his life is, or his employees don't remember his name. So he's always miserable and disappointed. So make your happiness, when you make your happiness dependent on how others serve you, you're going to always be disappointed. You find true happiness in serving others, helping others, meet them, help them meet their expectations. Giving to others is proven to increase happiness, both in the moment as measured by positive emotions alone, and in terms of overall life satisfaction. There's a quote by Charles Wright Mills, neither the life of an individual nor the history of a society can be understood without understanding both. He was an American sociologist and professor of sociology at Columbia University. So when we discuss happiness and success, we'll be talking about these in regard to the individual as part of society. And as we know, no man is an island, and we are affected by each other and we affect each other. So with that, we are going to go to a little video right now to demonstrate the point. So can we have that video, please?
In a social system, an individual's success is motivated and measured by the society. The individual is constantly working to fulfill the goals of society. Being unaware of this dynamic, the individual attributes the accomplishments to oneself. This egoistic perception isolates individuals from each other, making them unaware of how they affect the whole system. At the global level, this creates crises at every strata of life, threatening the very survival of the whole. These crises help form a new perception in which the individual considers the success of the society equal in importance to his own. This change in perception provides the correct motivation for all individuals and the survival and prosperity of the whole. This is the law of success.
In reality, who has time to change?
I do. And apparently everybody here does. So really, we're given a gift, guys, with this open diner, because there's a lot of good information that we just heard there in the video. We just heard from Gary. And this thing about human connection and being happy, this information, we're getting it for free here on the open diner. And there's also another gift we're given, and that's the sensitivity to each other. You know, humans were given the gift of being sensitive to each other's feelings. And we have, before we go into discussions, we have etiquette rules that we use. And that's so that we can learn how to use this sensitivity that we have towards each other in the right way. So we go over these etiquette rules every time before we go into a discussion, because we want the intention between us to be that when we listen to each other and we use everybody's so important, and we use everybody's opinions for the better of everybody. So it's not just my opinion that matters, it's everybody's opinion. And when we start having the intention of before every thought and every action, we want to think of the others rather than thinking about ourselves only. And when we start thinking about the others and what the others have to contribute, then all of us together come up with this great solution together. And the solution is that we have this intention where all of our thoughts and actions will be to benefit everybody. So we do this together, and these are why we have these round table etiquette rules. Everyone is equal and very important. We go around the table and we speak briefly and on topic. We listen attentively, because without everybody, we're not going to have the correct solution. That's the way it works. There are no right or wrong answers. The truth is in the center of our connection. So like Gary said, we're creating a warm atmosphere here together. We're just here to listen to each other and come up with this intention where everybody matters. So we're going to go into 2 questions. The first question is, what qualities would you like to see in your environment? What qualities would you like to see in your environment? I'm going to call on people. So we haven't heard from Audrey in a little bit. Audrey?
That's a good question. I think I'm going to have to think about it. Like good communication and peace and joy and humor. And well, I could go on, but I'll just stop there.
Those are great qualities. Brandon?
Qualities I like to see in the environment: peacefulness, happiness, and those are the only two I can come up with right now.
All right, let's change it up a little bit. I'm going to call on Linda, and now we're going to do it kind of like an Italian style. Linda, you can call on somebody.
Is that because I'm Italian? Qualities I'd like to see in my environment, I pretty much do. I mean, I have wonderful friends, loving friends, and they're very supportive. So that's a good thing. Okay, Alyssa?
Thank you, Linda. Yes, supportive is really awesome. What I really I do have friends who are very supportive, and I wish everyone to have friends and environment who would be friendly and open to everyone, you know, no matter how different they are, and no matter what, you know, nothing shouldn't matter to open the nice conversation and to be included in the society, in the environment. And I would call on Nancy, but not Bronstein. We have two Nancys today. So we have a Nancy who is on her phone. So Nancy, please go ahead.
Hi, I'm going to say what I'd like to see more of is more patience and consideration, especially on our roadways when people are driving. Especially if someone's going a little slow, how people get, you know, start tailgating and getting a little aggressive. Oh, I'm sorry. Is that? Oh, hello? Did I? Hi, I'm sorry. I didn't know if that cut through. Did you hear what I said? I'm sorry. So
Yes,
I'm going
we
to say
did.
that just
Very
really
nice.
more consideration and patience with others. So that's it.
Good. There's another question. I'm going to jump right into the next question because this is very good, and we'd like to hear from everybody. Which one of your qualities or strengths can you use to benefit others around you? Which one of your qualities or strengths can you use to benefit others around you? Let's go with Paula.
Sure, Carl. I'm going to say my sense of humor. I think it's very easy to lift other people up when you're able to make light of a situation. Do I have to call in somebody?
Yeah, go ahead, Paula. Call on somebody.
Okay, let me see. How about Gary?
Thank you, Paula. What qualities or strengths do I have that benefits others around me? Like you, I use my sense of humor a lot. I usually take people a little off guard, and kind of, you know, break anything that might be negative, and lift it up. But I also have a tendency to always see the positive in a lot of things. I don't know why, but a lot of people will just, you know, see some bad thing coming, and I always have some way of finding a. There's a story about a pony in a manure pile, you know, and I'm always able to find the pony in there somewhere, you know. So anyway, I love doing that. I love just, you know, making people come out of a, you know, a bad mood. It's a challenge for me. Ash, how about you?
I don't know. I'd probably have to say compassion. I try my best to go out of my way to be as compassionate as I can. And like I try and, you know, in most interactions I have with people, try and think about how they feel and that kind of thing. So I guess that. Pamela?
I don't know that I have a great smile, but I went to a class at the beginning of this year, how to deal with grief. And one of the exercises was to just randomly smile for yourself and smile at people. So I took that practice home, and I made a commitment one day to just smile at everybody. And I think I do it naturally, but I really focused on smiling at everyone I encountered, whether I knew them or not. And everyone smiled back. So I guess you make a conscious effort to like kind of look someone in the eye and smile, and then genuinely just smile at them and greet them. It goes a long way. Let's see. Rono.
I think I would add patience. Take it slow. Don't be too eager to jump in on something, so you don't cut off someone else. When people feel like they have little room to be able to act, then they are happier. They're usually better when people feel valued. Nancy Bronstein.
You're muted, dear.
My sense of humor brings me places, thank God. It gets people, a lot of people around like me because I've got smiles. And today I went to go get my glasses, and I asked for the guy that I had last time. And we were listening to Ashford and Simpson, Solid as a Rock. So when I walked into the room, because he was there, and I looked at him and I go, Solid. And he goes, that's who you are. I didn't recognize you through your mask. We had so much fun. Just a sense of humor is, oh my God, it's golden. You can make people laugh in the supermarket, in line. It's just wonderful. I'm lucky I got it.
Thank you, Nancy.
I'm lucky I got it.
I want to add something. I thought it was later than it was. That's why I jumped to the second question. So if you want to answer that first question also while you're answering the second question, please do. So what would you like to see in your environment? What qualities would you like to see in your environment? And which one of your qualities can you use to benefit others around you? Let's go with who haven't we heard from? Let's go with Eva.
Thank you, Carl. I think that my strength is I'm a very good listener. So I can listen to everything people wants to tell me. And usually they're becoming, more, it opens them up, and it's incredible. And through them talking, you can feel them, and you can help them if you can. So regarding the first question, I think openness and friendliness would not gonna hurt anyone. And who do we have? Brandon?
I already answered the first question, but I'll answer the second one. I also believe my humor and my openness to the positive is my best qualities. I also like to listen to people and get their ideas and bring myself up too. Roberta?
Thanks, Brandon. I think we're all on the same page here. Everybody likes humor. Maybe it's open mic night tonight. Humor is amazing. I think everybody is just there's so many things in life that could be so hectic and just too much to take in one day, let's say. But humor and lightness and being friendly, that's, I think, really all we need in life is just to make things light. At the end of the day, does it really matter? Tomorrow, it'll probably happen again, but we have an opportunity to maybe change it and make it a little bit lighter. And when you bring humor to anything, I think it brings a lot of joy to people. People want to be happy. So thanks for calling my Brandon. Who didn't speak here tonight? David, I don't think you sang for us, but I don't think you spoke right now. Maybe I'm wrong. If you could add, that'd be wonderful.
I think I can add. So there's this quality. I don't know what you call it other than being a good band member. I'm playing today by myself, but my whole life since high school, I've been in bands. And when you're in a band, you learn, hopefully sooner than later, if you just want to show off and show everybody what you can do, the band kind of sucks when everybody's doing that. But when the band members each understand that my contribution has to be to this thing called togetherness and in being in sync and in time, I'm serving the one final sound that comes out. And sure enough, most every band that you see that breaks up or goes astray, it's because the individual egos block that from happening. So there is this thing called being a good band member where what I need to contribute is what's good for the whole band, not just what's good for me. And certainly, I would love to see that in our environments in the different countries where everybody's main concern is what I do. Is it serving the whole, or is it just serving me? So be a good band member.
Sweet.
I don't know who hasn't gone. Go ahead, Carl.
Oh, okay. Ash, did you answer the second question? You did. Okay. Well, I'm going to answer real quick because I don't know who did or not. So I have a tendency to my quality is making light of the situation. So you can see that might be like detrimental in some circumstances, but being lighthearted is my quality. And, I've learned how to use that in situations where it helps out and makes people happy, lightens them up, lightens the mood. And the qualities that I'd like to see is really people talking to each other more, not so much on their phones and, communicating with each other more. So that's where we are. And we are getting ready for something else here now.
I want to hear from Dan.
Go ahead, Dan.
All right. Yeah, empathy. We, just to understand, if from the other person's, we have all these forces over us during our lives, and just trying to understand what that person's under, right? I don't know. Life seems to put everybody under something. I don't care if they're rich or poor or whatever. So just to understand that, and be able to relate to them a bit. And people, they like that. I like to understand that where they're coming from. So it's all good. Next.
Yeah, so next thing we have is our dance video. Most of you are familiar with it. And actually, my son logged on. He's here tonight. It's a camera on event, Nathaniel. So if you can put your camera on, we'd love to see you. If you can't, we understand. He just went through collarbone surgery, so maybe he can't be on camera. So what we're going to do now is have our dance. And what we do, we're going to play a song. And you're going to be spotlighted during the song. Everybody's dancing during this song. You have to dance. All right. So you're going to see yourself being big on the screen. Like in the beginning, you saw yourself like that, and there was a message in front of your face. Don't worry about that message. It doesn't mean anything. The only thing that you have to pay attention to is the person that was dancing before you. You're going to follow their dance. And then when it comes to you and you're spotlighted, you start a new dance, and everybody's going to follow that dance. All right. So here we go. Play the music.
In these times so uncertain, what are we thinking of? Is the world going crazy, or is he sending love? Could it be that his message just goes over our heads, leaving us with the feeling of confusion instead? Alone I am blind, together we see, we need one another to truly be free. Alone I am blind, together we see, we need one another to truly be free.
Only through our connection can this world be perceived. Through uniting desires is his message received. In this time more than ever, there's a call to unite. Above all the chaos and turn darkness to light. Alone I am blind, together we see. We need one another to truly be free. Alone I am blind, together we see. We need one another to truly be free. La 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 la. La 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 la. La 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 la. La 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 la. La 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 la. La 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 la. La 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 la. La 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 la. Unity and connection is the only way to burn through the darkness and reveal the light of day. Through confusion and chaos, we've been thinking of, we discover his message of love. Alone I am blind, together we see. We need one another to truly be free. Alone I am blind, together we see. We need one another to truly be free. La 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 la. La 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 la. La 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 la. La 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 la. La 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 la. La 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 la. La 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 la. La 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 la.
Woo!
Oh, that was nice. Everybody had a little dance move, and hopefully we had fun. Let's see, we're going to start to wrap it up here. I'm trying to look at the schedule, see what we're doing. But what we're going to do, we're getting close to the end here. So what we're going to do is go around and we're going to play a little compliment game. So what we're going to do is I'll start it off and I'm going to find somebody to compliment. It can be based on anything. It can be on their shoes, if you can see their shoes, nice shoes or nice teeth. Or it can be something they said or something that you felt come across that really met you, that inspired you or something. But just take somebody and compliment them. So I'm gonna start off here. I would like to compliment Ash on being a brave first-timer here. And I love your accent. I have a cousin that lives in Australia, and but I love having you here, and it was fun seeing you and getting to know you. So it's your turn.
Well, thank you for having me, and thank you for saying that. I was a bit scared. I would like to compliment Roberta. You, a few times tonight, you just said some really lovely, positive things, and the way you said it and smiled at the same time just made me feel really nice.
Oh, that's so lovely. Thank you, Ish. And it's great to see you. I hope I see you next week. I want more compliments. You see how the ego works? No, I'm really kidding. But I hope to see you next week. I wanted to say something to Brandon. Brandon has been here, I think, from the beginning. He's been here so many times. He brings so much love and joy and just so much insight into what he's going through every day in life. And he inspires me. I'm sure he inspires all of you. So I'm going to give that compliment to Brandon. You really do inspire all of us. Thank you.
Thank you, Roberta. I'm going to compliment Carl on his wisdom, because he's a good host, and his wisdom on the topics of the past and present inspires me to do what I do best.
Wow, thank you so much, Brandon. That was sweet. Thank you. I'm going to compliment David. David is an amazing artist, and your song tonight did bring warmth and happiness to us. So, goal achieved. Thank you very much. You, I could go on and on. You're a great guy. Thank you, David.
Oh goodness, Carl, thank you. But you know what? I really want to compliment Ava Gold, because she's sitting there and she's just in this. It's like she's absorbing everything. She's being so humble, and I've watched her on the camera, not like a stalker. Don't worry, it's not like that. But she's got this, like, she's like really digging what's going on, and she's taking it in, and she's just being very humble about it all. And so I want to compliment Ava Gold.
Wow, thank you, David. First of all, I want to compliment all of you. My face hurts from smiling. I can't, move it. You make me so happy. But if we're talking about to pick someone else, I can pick every one of you. But let's talk about Pamela. Pamela, I'm so glad to see you every day, every time we are open with us. It's so wonderful. And you do have an absolutely incredible smile, and you bring such a joy to all of us. Thank you so much.
We don't hear you, Pam.
No, we can't hear you.
Bad connection or something. No.
You could smile. You could smile. It's beautiful, so we could feel it.
Usually, if you exit out and come back in, usually that fixes it.
Maybe I could compliment Audrey in the meanwhile while she's trying to get it fixed. Audrey has been, I've noticed she's been coming the past 2 times, and I was so impressed last time about the way Audrey spoke about her husband. It was so touching. I mean, with today's like 60% divorce rate and everything that's going on, you see a lot of ugly relationships, unfortunately. But you spoke with him about him with such love and devotion and care, and so from the heart. So that was very inspiring to me.
Can you guys hear me now?
Thank you so much. That is so meaningful. I'm like shocked. Anyway, did anybody compliment Elisa? No. Did you get your compliment?
Not yet, not yet.
Oh, I love your joy and your smile and your essence. It's just, you can feel you have so much beaming through.
Thank you so much. Thank you. It's very touching. It's a beautiful compliment. I truly appreciate it. And I want to, to compliment our regular Nancy Bronstein. And I have to say that Nancy, with each time you connect to us, you look, I don't want to say prettier, but happier and just more joyful. And I really love how you look today. So please connect to us. You're muted, so mute button will still work on, but you look terrific. Please pick somebody to compliment, to pass your compliment.
I want you, I gotta tell you this. I'm so used to being pale, just putting on that friggin' mask. So today I had on blush, and my aide came in, and I always just with a little blush and a little lipstick, and she goes, "Whoa, you slept well." And I said, she goes, "You're pretty." And it's the first, she sees it. I realized, screw this, Nancy, you're on Zoom. So thank you so very much. I am happier because this, I was going to say, I want to compliment everyone because this is a huge relief to me. And thank you. That's so funny that I look prettier with the blush. Okay. Wait a minute. I kind of want to just compliment the whole group that we have each other. Is that screwing?
It's beautiful, but please pick somebody. We have quite a number of people.
If you want to compliment the whole group, Pamela is back, so she can take it from here. Pamela, I think we can hear you.
Can you hear me? Yes? Oh, good. I'm sorry. I think because a phone call came in earlier and it booted my sound. But anyway, I had said thank you to Ava, and I wanted to compliment all the admins. I'm not exactly sure. I think there's a group of y'all that kind of put this all together, and can't tell you how appreciative I am of all of you who make it happen. And yeah, that's it. So I'm happy to be here and make it when I can. Should I pick someone?
Yeah, go for it.
Okay. How about Natalia?
Thank you. Somebody remembers me. So I have to compliment somebody, right? Did we go through everybody already? Who do I compliment then? Linda, did I compliment you? Did anybody? Linda just a recent addition to our group. She is so nice, smiling, and so supportive. I feel like she's a supportive friend. She is very supportive. I know that, Linda. Thank you being here.
Thank you, Natalia. I'd like to compliment Rono. I don't think anybody picked him yet, for his technical expertise here. He's the one that keeps things moving smoothly. So thank you, Rono.
Thanks, Linda. Hopefully, I hope everyone remembers that when something goes wrong, because there's always something going on. I want to speak, Gary. The way you host these events makes such a natural, just like you do it like a simple conversation between friends. You have been creating this really warm atmosphere. So back to you.
Hey, you guys. Oh, I'm sorry, Ronald. Go.
Hi.
I never got to say, what I want to do is I complimented the whole group. Is Rono done?
Yeah.
Natalia, where are you, my love? Do you know I kept missing sessions? And look how I call them sessions. they're therapy for me. Do you know Natalia always came back and said, Nancy, are you going to join us tonight? I hope you'll be there. And it made me feel so good because I have felt very, very, very lonely. And Natalia, you're just a real love. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
I would like to do one more, and that would be Paula. Paula, she's here all the time, and it's just not Open Diner without Paula here. She's like, yeah, if Paula's not here, you know something's wrong. So thank you, Paula.
Thank you, Gary. I appreciate that. Should I pick somebody? I think we went through everybody, right?
Gary,
hasn't been picked.
I didn't hear anything about Gary.
Rono did.
Rona did?
What about Dan?
Picked.
Dan, I don't think anybody complimented Dan.
Dan.
And we miss Nina. All right, then I'll make another compliment to Nina. You know, she's been working a lot in heading this and putting it together, finding people for the right spots. If you think about the right woman for the right job, she's the most, just the perfect embodiment of that.
And Dan, thank you for being here for the past bit. You've been a real spark here. I just love your attitude. I love your contributions, everything that you add to the whole atmosphere here. And so thank you. So I think that's about everybody. So we're going to wrap it up here. We're going to have one more song by Dave, and then we'll be coming to the close. So David, take it away.
All right. So what I do normally, I've played here before, and what I do is the last song I play is something I'm going to make up right now. I've been working on it. I've been listening, and this is this original song. If it's 20 years from now and you're listening to this on the internet or you're watching this on YouTube, take this song. I believe in open source music, doing away with copyrights. So I'm giving this to whoever would take it. So it's called A Little Blush and Lipstick. And if you were paying attention, you know where it came from. Oh, I wanna see your face. Feels like falling in love. A little blush and lipstick. Oh, I wanna see her face. A little blush and lipstick. Well, I'm falling in love. Oh, New York City, you used to look so pretty. I wanna see your face. I'm falling in love. Yeah, where have all the good times gone? crowd that came to fight the sword. I wanna see your face. And I'm falling in love. I'm falling in love again. I'm falling in love again. Little blush and lipstick. And I'm falling in love. Oh, I wanna see your face. Little blush and lipstick. Oh, I'm falling in love.
Excellent, Nancy. Now you can now Nancy can say that somebody wrote a song just for her.
I thought that was for me. I thought that song was for me.
I'm confused.
And for me, yeah, we're confused.
Yeah. Okay, it's for everybody. It's for everybody. Oh,
That song was incredible.
yeah.
Amazing.
I love that. I love that he just is so creative. So anyway, we have to wrap it up. We're a little over time. But we're going to have a little homework for everybody. Make a conscious effort this week to give one heartfelt and sincere compliment to at least one person every day. Anybody, cleaning lady, your neighbor, somebody at the grocery store, a relative, anybody. But just make that effort to do that, and it will change your world. And then, of course, follow us on Facebook, Meetup, YouTube, Instagram. Click, like, and subscribe. And more importantly, share with your friends. Bring friends. Let them know what we're doing. And it's a friendly atmosphere, and everybody's included and everybody's accepted, no matter what you think or what you believe. You are among friends. And then on Instagram, you can see the videos from past events and graphics. On YouTube and Facebook, you can watch all our past events also. And here's all the links that you can go to. So thank you again for being here. And remember, next Thursday, 6:30 p.m. Eastern time. And we will be here every week. I think this is week 27 or 28, something like that. So it's you guys that keep us going. So thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. We love doing this for you. And so we'll see you next week, okay?
Thanks, everyone. Thanks, David.
Thank you.
Everyone. Have a great week. Have a great week.
Thank you, David.
Thank you to the technical team. Thank you to David, especially.
Oh my God, David, you're amazing.
He's just amazing. Amazing.
Wait, you guys, I got a
He
question.
brings so much to the table. So
I got a quick question. I don't know how to find us on Facebook. Can we do it this week and last week, or?
Just go to Open Diner on Facebook. Go to search Open Diner. It'll come up.
I know, but I want the one. Will tonight come up if we do that? Or can you go back to, I don't know, whenever before?
it'll take a few hours, but it'll be up on Facebook.
Yeah.
Excuse me, I'm now a star. I've got a little blush and lipstick on, baby. I'm going places, you all. I'm wearing a Charlie Brown shirt, but I'm taking it off right now.
That's right, man.
Different show.
Yeah, Charlie Brown my foot.
Good night, friends.
Good night, everybody.
See you next week.
Thank
you. Everybody. Love you guys. Bye.